Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Woo! All right, yeah. So I'm Khalid. I'm team lead of Team Flaming Toast. We have 30 awesome people on 31, 33 awesome people on our team. We're presenting Tree of Life. I hope you all watched the pitch presentation or something like that, because this is going to add to it more than explain everything from scratch. So Tree of Life is set in this world where machines gain control over the entire planet, and they've kind of eliminated every life form on this planet. You know, not exactly every life form. They left this one tree alive, and they use it as their only source of energy. Mother Nature grows weaker and weaker, and so it decides to give birth to this one last seed that is supposed to save, you know, Mother Nature. And this is where what we came up with. This seed is alive, of course, and it can move. And it has a leaf on its head, you know, a flower type leaf that pollinates everything around it. So this image by the awesome Bryce, thank you for this image, shows basically all what our game is about. So you were talking about theme and concept, this is it. So the world is overtaken by these giant machines. Obviously they're evil. I mean, a friendly machine doesn't look anything like this. And we're this tiny little thing right here that has to save the entire planet. As we move along, we're pollinating everything around us. So you can see the world dynamically changing, and this is going to happen in real time in the game. Dynamically changing from this rusty, crappy looking world to this gorgeous, you know, lively, nature-filled world. This is on PlayStation Vita, and thankfully, after, you know, fighting and stuff for like 6 months, we were able to get PlayStation Vita development kits. Special thank you to Professor Zeta for like the zillion emails he sent, and for not killing me over summer. Stay there actually. So the gameplay mechanics, the reason why we need the Vita, the game is designed specifically for the PlayStation Vita. The reason why we need that, because it's a 2.5D adventure platformer. You're gonna do, you know, all the platforming things you like wall jumping, running, and all that stuff. And you're gonna use the awesome analog sticks on the PlayStation Vita. The unique part is that you have powers of nature at your disposal, and you access these powers through the touch screen, the rear touch screen, and the gyroscope, which gives us a uniquely designed game specifically for the Vita that's supposedly fun. The biggest addition over summer to our game is that the game became a 4-player co-op game, which hopefully will work online on PlayStation Vita. Since we got access to these awesome tools, we have PlayStation Vita, the SDK, and Unity Technologies gave us this unique, you know, build of Unity that is not available publicly, so that we built our game on PlayStation Vita. Another thank you for Professor Zeta. So this is also another addition. We made a skill-based system and a platformer, which is, you know, something kind of unique. It's not really used a lot in platforming games. Of course, you know, scoping-wise, don't get scared, guys. We're gonna build this, and we have a mentality behind building this where only building 4 of these skills, implementing 4, allows us to complete the entire game. All right. Go ahead. Over the summer, of course, we thought about a lot of level design stuff, how we're gonna use these skills. One of them is called Cold Wind, so it allows us to, you know, use the rear touch panel to like have Cold Wind swipe through the level and freeze stuff up. And now Brian is gonna talk about the production and what we did over summer and stuff like that.
I don't know if this really works, does it?
Yeah. Put it on
They're really close. Hello. So I'll briefly talk about what we did this summer. Much of it was about prototyping, both engineering and design, as well as art. So as Khaled brought up, we have a very large team, 33 people, 15 of which are LCAD students, and a couple of artists actually from USC. So a lot of the summer was spent iterating on the art style, making sure we have that fun and the poppy style for the organic stuff, and then the cold just to kind of rust apart for the mechanics. So here's some more great concept from Veronica Lusky. We have some different plant prototypes. Here's some mechanical stuff. So really just getting that, nailing that. On the engineering side, very quickly, we've actually laid down a lot of the core of what we're going to need systems-wise, basic mechanics, and we're working more on the touch integration. Give an extra minute. Here is some earlier mechanical stuff that show kind of our iteration through. We have some better, newer stuff, like the magnet that was shown in that concept art that Bryce had done. And these are some 3D models that have actually gone into the game. We do have some models we're testing in animation. Here's some more concept. Some more concept. All right.
So another thing to talk about here is the AI. We have different levels of AI intelligence planned. You know, we have these stupid enemies that allow you to learn the game easier. We have smarter enemies. We have enemies that change intelligence within the game. And a big thing we added is we want to have these modular enemies. So an enemy is basically made of 4 parts: brain, arms, feet, and body. And each give the enemy a certain property, such as shield, brain gives it intelligence, and stuff like that. The cool thing about it is that every time you're going to play the game, these are going to be generated randomly. Since the system is laid out so that you build a robot whatever way you want, we as designers just set positions where these enemies are going to show up, and each time you play the game, you're going to play a new game totally. These are some of the, this is one of the bosses in the game, that's it. This is a crane. And that's Tree of Life. Thank you.
I got a question. 4-player only? 2-player, single
Oh,
player?
no, of course, it's single, you know, 1
Single-
player, 2 player, 3, 4.
Got it. Okay, cool. Any other questions?
It's in 3D, yes.
3D. All right.
Can we play on a non-dev kit at any early stage, or?
We still